that day and explains what happened. Jeff?
Yeah, well, the sounds and images are graphic, Sarah. They seem to show a man clearly in serious mental distress in what turned out to be the last hours of his conscious life. The attorney for the families claimed that law enforcement violated his constitutional rights numerous times.
They told me they were lost, and they just came inside the house instead of, they said they're not. Nobody answered, and so they just came inside to cool off, which makes no sense.
That was a Sullivan County homeowner calling 911 just over a year ago. Matthew Stoddard and his family entered the house after leaving the Chattanooga area earlier that day. The encounter began a timeline that would end with Matthew Stoddard unconscious on a hospital room floor barely 24 hours later.
I just can't imagine that two adults could use this type of judgment.
Do they seem like they're in the right state of mind?
They don't seem to be under the influence of anything.
A deputy who arrested him for trespassing and resisting arrest reported Stoddard's wife advised her husband has been acting strange for the past couple of days. Stoddard sat in a patrol car, handcuffed and waiting, and straining at those cuffs.
Come on. You look good. Break them.
Talking to himself about his mental state.
Are you crazy? Yes, I am! Let her go!
But mostly, especially in interactions with deputies, seemingly focused on his children's safety.
It's over. They're safe. That's all that matters. I can help you, I promise. They're safe. That's all that matters.
With some responses, attorneys have labeled psychological torture.
You're going to jail. That way your family is safe and not
Yeah,
going to have you.
You promise me? Look at me.
Yeah.
Are they safe?
Now they don't have a dad anywhere, so that's fantastic.
Look me in the eyes. Tell me they're safe. That's all I care about.
After stops to further restrain Stoddard, the vehicle arrived at the jail. An exterior camera shows Stoddard appearing to stumble and possibly struggle with deputies. A deputy's report describes Stoddard being combative and refusing to comply with orders. It says deputies delivered soft tissue strikes to try and gain control, actions the lawsuit describes as excessive force. A nurse comes out after 6 minutes. Several minutes later, she gestures, and shortly after, Stoddard is escorted to the car and taken to Bristol Regional Medical Center. 22 hours later, Stoddard is in a corner of a Bristol hospital room, handcuffed, but with a deputy's baton and hitting himself in the head repeatedly. The deputy's report says Stoddard had gone for his gun, managed to get his finger on the trigger, and a shot had been fired into the floor.
Nobody shot?
No, the shots were fired.
Another officer arrives.
Drop the baton, bro. We'll gas you again.
The deputy delivers a chemical agent, and after a few seconds, Stoddard coughs and quits hitting himself. 30 seconds later, Stoddard is face down. He never gets up again, but struggles several times over the next 5 minutes. One of his arms isn't handcuffed, and deputies tell him to put his hands behind his back.
Get your hand out! Go! I will slap you again. Go ahead! Your hand behind your back! Go ahead!
At one point, possibly saying he can't breathe.
I can't leave you alone with the way you're behaving.
Just before 7:56 p.m., Stoddard is quiet. About 30 seconds later,
Hey! He's unresponsive. We need help in here. He's unresponsive. He's unresponsive.
Get the crash bar. Get him out of those handcuffs.
Stoddard never fully regained consciousness and died 7 weeks later in a Chattanooga facility.
Well, a grand jury report found no misconduct warranting charges against officers. The sheriff's office did not respond to requests for comment, but Sullivan County's attorney said the county will defend itself and the officers. Several things could happen next. The suit is dismissed, the two sides reach a settlement, or a jury decides whether officers did or did not violate Stoddard's constitutional rights.